siamo felici di ospitare Max Baca e los Texmaniacs qui, che sarà una grande festa di musica.
Just overwhelmed to be invited through the consulate and the embassy of Italy to participate in something that we love to do, which is to play music and express part of our culture through our music, and I think it's all about the music, people get together because of music, and so I think being here is a really honor for us, and so we're glad to be here. When I first was looking, I never been here before, so when I was looking into the map and just checking things out and stuff, I kind of really got an idea. But until you're here and you see, and you take a tour of the island, and you see how beautiful things are and how much history there is here. From the cathedrals and beautiful cathedrals that are just amazing, how they date from the 1400s and even before that, some items in the cathedral from the 1100s, original items, and so it's amazing, to see things like that here, in such on this island, that I would never dream that I would ever be here, and playing my music, So it's a overwhelming, beautiful place. So much history, it's amazing. I started playing music when, I'm 50 years old now, but I started when I was 5 years old, and professionally playing when I was about 7, 8 years old. I used to perform with my father. Was an accordion player from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and so I guess some of the highlights would have to have been me performing with my father, of course, as a little kid, a little boy, and then gradually growing up and experiencing new adventures in the music, from recording with the Rolling Stones. I never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever record with the Rolling Stones or meet them or anything. So I got invited in 1995 to record on the Voodoo Lounge album with of course Flaco Jimenez, and that was really one of the highlights of my career, to meet Mick Jagger and take a photo with the band. Rolling Stones is the greatest rock and roll band, and record on one song, but I was there, so it was really nice. There's been another highlight was when we won our Grammy Award, in 2010. Was a great experience because when they said the winner is Los Texmaniacs, and we were sitting next to Beyonce and Lady Gaga and all these big artists, and here we are, Los Texmaniacs, sitting here, and they call our name, to receive a Grammy Award, which is the highest achievement award in the music for the music. So that was a highlight, and walking up to the stage to receive a Grammy was quite breathtaking, So it was. And then, there's been several, highlights. I would have to say, coming to Italy 2 years ago, we got invited by a good friend of ours, Vinicio Capasella, and he is such a Tex-Mex fan. He loves the Tex-Mex music, and he flew to America and got in a recording studio, and he invited me and Flaco Jimenez to record with him. and so we recorded with him. And then when he came back to Italy, he calls and says, we want the Texmaniacs to play in my festival, which he holds a festival every year. And so that was a big highlight for us, because such a big artist like Vinicio he's a gentleman and an awesome musician, and he's so humble, very humble, and that's what I admire. And, so that was a highlight, to go and perform at this festival. 20,000 people, at 3 o'clock in the morning, we get on stage and play what we play, and then Vinicio comes and plays with us. And so, he's a superstar in my book. He's one of our heroes, along with Los Lobos, and getting to play with Los Lobos on stage with so many artists, is throughout your career. Those are great highlights.
Il ruolo del conservatorio è quello di favorire e di agevolare gli scambi con tanti tipi di musica e con tante culture differenti. Noi abbiamo moltissimi progetti di collaborazione con paesi europei ed extraeuropei, con la Cina, con la Finlandia e con un sacco di altri paesi. Questo perché il percorso di confronto internazionale è parte integrante della formazione di un artista o comunque di un professionista musicista. L'appuntamento al quale abbiamo voluto entusiasticamente aderire è stata questa accoglienza e messa a disposizione dei nostri spazi e condivisione con i nostri ragazzi di un masterclass con questo grande gruppo musicale, in modo da favorire con una bellissima jam session, favorire proprio l'affratellamento fra popoli che geograficamente sono lontani, ma grazie alla musica tutti i popoli si possono avvicinare.
Ma l'evento di stasera ci permette di entrare in contatto con un'importante musica che è quella country americana, un'altra occasione per aprirci. Non possiamo vivere chiusi nella nostra piccola isola, ma dobbiamo avere rapporti internazionali con tutti, ascoltare quello che gli altri fanno e portare la nostra esperienza. E attraverso i network, le connessioni che la società di oggi vive, attraverso la diversità, le contaminazioni con culture diverse. Noi abbiamo una grande tradizione anche musicale e dobbiamo aprirci e portarla fuori attraverso il cinema, attraverso la musica, attraverso la cultura.
Siamo riusciti a portare questo gruppo, los Texmaniacs, a Sardegna grazie a un programma del nostro Dipartimento di Stato degli Stati Uniti che denomina Arts Envoy, che è focalizzata sulla diffusione e conoscenza dei nostri arte americani. E in quel caso abbiamo portato questo gruppo che è un misto della musica tradizionale di Texas e di Messico, due culture prevalenti in una vasta area di Texas, 2 volte di Italia, molto grande, e in quel senso abbiamo sentito un legame con Sardegna, che è anche un'isola ricca di culture, un bel misto di culture e della storia.
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor and it's a privilege to be here. Beautiful city, beautiful people. Food is amazing. Some good music. I heard some good traditional music the other night from a buddy at the hotel that we were at. And I love it. I like it. It's cool. It's I'm very honored to be here, sharing my culture and my music with a different culture, different, First impression was a lot of water, and I was like, this must be a really big fishing village here, and a lot of seafood and stuff, and that's what was going through my head when I was coming over here. I did some research and stuff, and sure enough, it was great seafood that we had, and I was hoping it was going to be more, and it is. It's real cultural, real old. It's an old city. There's a lot of old buildings. We went to some cathedrals, I think, and it was amazing. I didn't expect that, to go there and see a 1300 from the 1300s, a building from the 1300s. It was cool. I like it. The highlights of my career are being able to express myself and my culture with different audiences, different people, different cultures, and taking music that I grew up listening to just on the radio, being able to share it with a lot of different people and seeing their reaction to hearing our music for the first time. That is a highlight in itself for me, and I'm glad to be documented in history, in American history, to record with the Smithsonian Folkways, and my music will be on record for forever. For when my kids, grandkids grow up, they can look my name up, and then it's going to be documented in history as Mexican-American accordion player. They're signed with the Smithsonian Folkways. It's awesome. It's really honor for that. I've met a lot of different and performed with a lot of different famous artists, and been able to meet all those artists: Jimmy Vaughn, Flaco Jimenez, Dwight Yoakam, Ry Cooder, Sleep at the Wheel from Austin, Texas. A lot of different various artists. It's been a real big highlight for myself.
It certainly is a great experience for us to share our culture. And we've experienced this through years with me working with the Texmaniacs, been to different countries in the world, and we've never been to Sardinia or to the city, to Cagliari, and so it's an honor for us to share our culture with other cultures, and so it is a total honor for me and for the band as well. I guess amongst the guys, the band, first thing that we do is start comparing our home or where we live to this, see what is the difference, or just relating how it relates. First of all, I see people around the city, and I see resemblance of people I know back home. We're all one family in this whole world. That's what I'm learning from traveling all over the place. And so we start relating people or food or just traditions, customs. For example, the Catholic tradition is very prominent where I'm from. I grew up Catholic as well, and so that's all those similarities. It makes us feel like we never left home in a certain way. The ultimate highlights for me is collaborating with musicians in wherever we go. It's like meeting new people and having a conversation with, but you connect not just through conversation, but it's a deeper connection because it's through music, through the universal language. And when you can connect in that fashion, it's just a bond. It's completely, you form a bond and bridges through people that we meet all over the place. And that to me is very special. It's beyond anything, is that connection and that bonding with musicians, or just in relations, in having a conversation with people that we meet everywhere we go. Whether even at home, I meet new people. And I invite them to my house, and we have a jam session, and we play together, and we're blown away. It's like, how did this happen, or why didn't it happen years ago? But it's always a blessing.
Ya me voy para mi tierra, aunque pobre es mi nación, pero sí les aseguro guarda il pantalone.
Oh, it's very special for me as well. It is a great experience. A bit surprising at first. We showed up and we were welcomed very warmly. We were made to feel really at home by a country group, actually an American-style country band, and that was incredible. As soon as we got here, and just walking around these last few days, I've gotten to know, to know a little bit of the city. It is absolutely beautiful, great food, and I'm very proud to be able to bring my music and my culture to the people of Sardinia. It's very beautiful here. It's very different from where we're from. It's completely a different world, but it's very beautiful. The people are very nice. Everybody's very accommodating, and it just feels great to be here. It's beautiful. Well, this would definitely have to be one. It's my first time visiting Italy. Last year was my first time visiting Spain, visiting Europe. Just all the traveling, going to China for the first time, and stuff like that is I'm really proud of being able to again bring my culture and my music to so many people.
Io vivo sin luz, sin amor. Y al verme tan solo y triste.
It's an awesome experience. It's beyond a dream to be out of our country. It's beyond a dream to be out of our country, especially here to Italy. It's welcoming. It's really welcoming, and it's a very awesome experience. Too many hills. We're walking up and down, and it's really peaceful. I love it. I mean, the people are really great. Just meeting people everywhere we've gone, and learning more. It's really, really, really an experience. Really awesome. Joining the group, playing with Texmaniacs. I'm proud to call Max a brother of mine. He's really welcomed me to the band, and I've been a fan of Max since I was 16. Is when I was 16 years old, I saw his name on a CD, and I used to practice to his music and just to study the way he played, and I never thought eventually I'd be playing alongside him. So it's a true honor to be playing alongside somebody I've looked up to. I consider a mentor, one of my many mentors that I've followed along my music path. But yeah, it's really it's just an honor just to play alongside Max.
Vivo sin luz, sin amor. Y al verme tan solo y triste, guardo al viento. Quisiera llorar, quisiera morir.